Hello and welcome to the weekly bench update. I will start off. There isn't going to be much as far as actual bench time updates in this one. This one's going to be mostly about vintage stash ads that have been accumulating here on the desk. So time to get them all into videos. They've kind of slipped by in previous videos. So just throw them all into this video. Again, kind of going along with some spring cleaning that we've been doing here in March. Kind of the reason that we haven't done any building on the bench. I haven't done any, I don't think I've touched glue or paint since the end of February when we wrapped up those 3 builds there. Again, just a lot going on, but not as much on the bench. Still been doing the videos, of course. Just things, some home repairs with the toilet. We've had a week or so of just sifting, sorting, bagging parts, both the old and that big bag of vintage stuff. So again, that was a week or more going through that. Then we had the show in Nebraska, which essentially takes up a week. Got a couple days leading up to it, 2-3 days out of town, kind of 2 to 3 days afterwards, editing videos and just kind of recovering from that. So we've had a busy March, but not much as far as building. But I think that will all kind of pick up here after this Easter weekend, getting everything kind of reset and refreshed, so ready to hit the ground running here. But on to this video, we're going to start off with some shop cards. We mentioned these guys with the Nebraska show, but I haven't done an official shop card shout out for these guys. And this one here is Taylor from Two Tall's Model Car Garage. Nice gentleman we met in Nebraska. If you guys are into kind of TV, movie, or internet famous type cars, that is Taylor's specialty. Focus on a lot of those TV cars, theme cars, things like that. So if you're into that, make sure to go check him out. He does some nice videos over there. Thank you for the shop card, Taylor. And the other one we met down in Nebraska is Terry Wilson at Terry's Models. Great example of his style builds right here on his card. Very clean, very well done. Strictly or mostly muscle cars and drag cars that he does, but he's dabbling into a circle track car, things like that. But just another great example of his builds. Just really clean, well done. Sprinkling a little bit of aftermarket to set everything off. So great builder. Go check out Terry Wilson at Terry's Models. And the other shop cards on the bench are mine. And this is the final 5. So I guess taking the next 5 colors to pick up the last of my shop cards. We've got 4, and then I've even got kind of my main demo card that's getting a little beat up there. But if I need to use it, I can share it with you guys. If you guys want one of these, Sodakmodelcars at gmail.com. Again, I've got these shop cards. I've got a few stickers left, so if you want one or the other or both, just shoot me an email. Let me know what you're after, and I will get them in the mail. Like I said, this is, I believe it was a first batch of 100, and I've been giving them out for a year and a half, year and 9 months now. So I haven't decided if I just want to reset on these, make up something new, or what it is. I've been kind of slow going out, but let me know what you guys think, and if you want one, get them while they last. And kind of on to stash ads and another shop card. We got Larry's Model Shop watching my videos. Actually, Terry Wilson had donated a small bottle of splash paints for me. I said I've never used any of these kind of pre-packaged paints. And Larry just chucked one in the mail for me. Surprise mail call here from Larry. Again, so now we've got a scale finishes we can try out. So I do appreciate that. Just throwing that in as a surprise. Wonderful surprise to get. So now we can try out some of these prepackaged paints and see what we think of them. So again, thanks Larry for that. Now on to kind of stash ads. Not typical stash ads, but it is a stash ad for me, because I like vintage magazines. I'll just show these all up. These all came from the same seller on Facebook Marketplace. These are the ones that caught my eye, ones that I've been kind of chasing for a while. Kind of these special edition ones, custom car models by George Barris. The latest model kits, really cool. Just a nice little vintage model magazine. And we also got model cars. We got George Barris, King of Customizers, how to customize your AMT models. Some nice builds there. This one's a little thin one, but still some really cool stuff, and just something I had to get into the collection. And then it also came with a stack of Car Model magazine. I've not had any of the Car Model magazines in my stash, so I'm excited to get these in. These are some pretty decent sized books for the smaller books, but check out that neat little bubble top there. We got a cloth top on a shoebox. Just some cool ones there. Can't wait to dig into these. Maybe we can do some special edition videos to go along with our Rod and Custom. Sprinkle these in alongside the Rod and Customs to share with you guys. Lots of cool, just vintage stuff there. Check that out. Got 4 swivel seats. Got a Hemi under the hood. Pretty cool build there. So super excited to add those to the stash. And he had another listing for some of these other kind of one-to-one magazines. Of course, I do the one-to-one mags as well. We got Rods Illustrated. All of these magazines are like 58 to 62, I believe. Really kind of the core of what I'm into as far as the custom and the drag world. Just really cool, innovative type stuff in the drag cars and custom world. So these are super exciting. Really neat to see. This one I'm excited about because we got the King of the Gassers here on the cover. World's Wildest Willis, and that is Ohio George. We got a nice featured article on his Willis there. Gives a whole breakdown of what he's running there in 1960. So some really cool featured parts and some other stuff. So super excited to get those to dig through. And then we got a big stack of custom rodder. Like I said, 58 here through 62. Some really cool stuff. Just kind of buzz through these, give you a little taste. Kind of the era of the quads. Yeah. Girl showing off some parts, a couple of duplicates, and a couple of duplicates of my stash, but nonetheless happy to get them. Again, if you can pick these up for under a couple bucks a piece, definitely worth picking up. Check that out. We got a side flipping top there in a shoebox, 56, 55. Check that out. That's cool. My favorite taillights, those Edsel wagon taillights. That's a cool build. Can't wait to dig into that one. Nice Ranchero. Another cool custom there. And last in the bunch is this one. A unique little oddball. A Buick magazine, March, April 1961. I don't think I've ever come across one of these. And when I opened it, it wasn't what I was expecting as far as a Buick magazine. I thought it was going to be a lot of advertisement and kind of Buick talk. But in reality, it's mostly about like traveling. So down the Mississippi, kind of giving you a little map, places to go. This is pretty cool. Buick wins Decorators Award for Distinguished Design. These were the kind of the original mod tops and mod interiors Buick was doing back in 1960 and 61. They did a few tops. I'll try to pop in a picture that I've been planning on doing an early Buick with one of these setups. So again, Buick was doing it nearly a decade before the Mopars did it. So it's pretty cool. Again, not much about Buick stuff. A few things. We got a little dealership there. Discovering Spring. There we got an ad there for the full-size Buick. That's fine, as new as you can go. A little 4-door Buick. Got a Yankee Lobsterman. Again, kind of back into the traveling. El Paso's Goodly Heritage. Just very interesting for what I would expect. Going places with Buick. Kansas Centennial. There's a shot of another Buick. We got a 60 Buick there. And more about kind of traveling and events to check out. Centennial celebrations. And of course, we got to get the ladies' favorites. We got the Buick vanity mirror and a little litter basket for the ladies. But always interesting to see these. You got some famous faces there along with the Buick. So just an interesting little bonus we got there in that collection. So now let's get on to the actual kit stuff. Start off here with a Buick. As you can tell, we've got a nice acetate promo that has seen better days. Definitely rough and twisted. These acetates get that, most people call it a Johan smile, but all of them did this, where they kind of warped all to smithereens. So why would I pick up such a rough one? We do have a good friction body, but what I was after is right here. We've got a good front bumper, we got a good rear bumper, and we've got good taillights. And why do I want those? Because Jimmy Flintstone has an Invicta El Camino body, but just like a lot of his bodies, they don't come with bumpers and all the accoutrement to go with them. So I've been hunting for these bumpers to pick up, and I got this whole thing for about the price of a single bumper. So now that I've got the bumpers, I can go ahead and pick up one of those Jimmy Flintstone kits. They want to pick up the kit knowing how hard these Invictas are to get a hold of as far as that. So super excited to get those so that we can pick up another project. Here we've got a kit picked up off of Facebook. I believe this was Mike Malott selling it. Again, kind of a decent price. And knowing that the body is pretty rare, I figured I'd pick it up. This is a 1963 Mercury. Even though it's been customized, we will probably just refreshen the customization on it. Give it a new paint job, a little new lease on life. But pretty neat. We even got the S55 logo there on the back. Looks like this one's kind of cleanly built, but it does have a couple issues. Here on the window, looks like they tried to repair that crack and then glue bombed it a little bit there. But we'll see what we can do with it to patch it up. Again, just pick up a cheap body when you can. He's even got a trophy topper on the armrest. It does have the full engine under the hood, so that's a worthy pickup again with that. So pretty neat. We got the chrome cover on there. We've even got traction bars on. We got pipes underneath. So pretty well done one. Just needs a little cleanup on that guy. And kind of the last of the stash ads. These all came from the same auction, so we'll just kind of throw them all out there and then talk about them. Speaking of rare birds, we've got a whole lot of them here. Couldn't pass these up. I really didn't want to spend money. This happened, you know, a month before going to the show, and kind of burnt up all of my show project money, but definitely worthy enough to pick up. Start off here, we've got a 1957 Chevrolet four-door sedan resin kit. If you guys know whose resin this is, please let me know. It is very well done. You don't get to see four doors very often, so I had to pick this one up. Whether we do it as just kind of a stock four-door or maybe as a junior stocker four-door, do that. But this body, let me pull these parts out of here. As far as the body, it is very, very well done. It is super thin. It is like kit plastic. So let me know. If I had to guess, maybe a model house, but I've never handled or seen any of their stuff up close, so it's just a guess. But it is extremely well done from what I can see here. Again, just super thin, almost delicate. Of course, we get a pair of seats to go along with it. We get the side panels, which have been converted to four-door, which is nice, and even some nice stock style hubcaps to go with it. So picking that up for, I'm pretty sure it was under 50 bucks, which is a smoking deal, since most of these are going into the hundreds, 200s, 300s for a lot of these resins. So pick that one up when you can. Excited to get that one. Again, let me know if you know whose resin that is, and we'll take a look at these kits now. We got some rear kits. Hey, look at this. We've got another 59 Buick, one of my favorites, the only GM canted quads to come out, but it just has some great lines, just simple flowing lines with the fins. Really nice kit body. We don't have to worry about the warping of this one. As you can see, it's still in pretty good shape. Again, kind of the same thinking. Pick up the chrome when you can, but this body is pretty well there. We got all the interior. The only issue we've got is across the top. Apparently they broke this at one point, replaced it. We do have a crack in the windshield, so I think this might be a good candidate to do a bubble top conversion on. I think these Invictas look great with a bubble top. So again, nice grab there. Again, get them when the price is right. These were all, pretty sure these are all under 40 bucks. So easy pickups when you see them going for 80 to 100. Right here we've got a 1960 Pontiac. Beautiful, cool car. Big old jet age car. We've got even the taillights. Again, rear bumper just complete, unpainted. I don't know if we can get the interior in there, but nice kit, nice Craftsman kit. You know, Trumpeter's got their 60 Pontiac, but that thing's just been climbing in price. Been chasing it. Again, one of those things I should have bought it a while ago, but missed out. But we'll pick up the Craftsman kit. I've heard that this Craftsman body is even a little better proportion than the Trumpeter, but I've not had a Trumpeter, so I don't know, but glad to have picked this one up. We'll jump over here with another unpainted Craftsman kit. This is the 64 Chevelle Malibu. Yes, I do know AMT is about to re-release their kind of retooled one, but picking up an original Craftsman for the same price as a new retail, you got to jump on them. So now that we've got this one, when we get in the new AMT, we can kind of do a little comparison side by side with them, see how they are. It's even got the little SS on the back. Just a nice clean build. Again, unpainted, but complete. So, steering wheel just fell out. So apparently it's not a glue bomb, if we've gotten that all to come out. So excited to compare that with the new one when it comes out. And last but not least is probably the rarest of them all. This is a 1960 Edsel. This side looks pretty decent there. A little rough. Kind of goes around and gets a little rougher as we go. We're missing taillights. We got a broken bumper. I don't know what they were doing with the taillights. Kind of chiseled those off for some reason, but I don't think it'll be too bad to repair that. When the guy was selling it, I'd asked if the side had been sanded on, because obviously it looks like it's been tampered with. He said he wasn't sure. Maybe it's been sanded. Well, it's obviously been sanded because the molding is completely gone. There's not even a remnant there. I thought it was at least a trace of it there, but it's completely sanded smooth, so that's unfortunate. I didn't pay a lot. Like I said, all of these were under 40 bucks, 35, 40 bucks, so we can make this into a custom, whether we maybe even styrene that trim back on, or just shave it all and make it a custom. But we've got a nice clean hard top yet with all the parts. Just need to pick up a rear bumper. There goes the front bumper. I had it on my list, but I obviously need to take pictures of these because I just, if they're not labeled, it's hard for me to identify them. But as you can see, this one is pretty good to go. We can strip it apart pretty easily. So might have a custom Edsel around the corner coming your way. But with that kind of wraps up all of our cool vintage stuff that's just kind of been accumulating here on the desk that I haven't gotten into videos. Share with you guys because I think it's really cool, and I'm sure some of you think so as well. Getting into the shop and the channel, we've got at least two painting videos coming up in the near future. I've got one that I started back in January, just kind of a simple custom painting with rattle cans, just more of a, hopefully an inspiration to get some guys that are kind of confined to the rattle cans to still have some fun custom painting. Got to the clear portion. I thought I had clear, didn't. I only had the white lightning with the pearl. stuff, so I had to wait a couple weeks till I picked up some of the clear. Then we run into February with all the group builds, so I just kind of got put on the back burner. But now that we got that cleaned up, I've got some clear in hand. We can probably wrap that video up, so in the next week or so we can get that video out to you. The other painting video is going to be on how I do the lace panels on my vehicles. Got a request to do that. So I'm willing to put out a video if you guys want to see them. If there's anything specific in those lace videos that you want to see, please give me some suggestions now so I can make sure to get it in those videos for you guys to see. You know, someone that's kind of been doing this for a while, you kind of forget what people may or may not know offhand. So please give me your feedback so I know what to get into these videos. Again, if one person wants to see it, I'm sure there's others that want to see it. So I'm always open to suggestions and feedback. So there's a couple of painting videos that are going to come, and then of course we're going to get into our projects. Again, we got the Old Tom Dragster we're going to be doing, and then the senior build, which is the Boot Hill Express. We'll get into that. So those are kind of our main focus, and we've got about 6 weeks until our next show, which is the NNL North. We've only got a couple of kits that are ready to go for that one, so maybe we can wrap these two up too to kind of add a little bit more, just to take a little bit more with us. But I think that does it for everything here on the bench. So with that, if you guys made it to the end, I always thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.